The concept of God in Hinduism. Dear brothers and sisters, let's read together what the Hindu scripture says about the concept of God. Point 1. The oneness of God. In the ancient Sanskrit texts called the Vedas and Upanishads, there is a clear and concise definition of the concept of God. The Chandogya Upanishad 6.2-1 says, Ekam evadvitiyam, which means he is one only without a second. This points to the monotheistic concept of God. Further on in the same text, it is stated that he is one only, without a second. He is the supreme reality, the ultimate truth. This sets the foundation for understanding God as one and unique. The same idea is echoed in other Vedic texts such as the Svetasvatara Upanishad 4.19 and Yajurveda 32-3, which states, Na tasya pratima asti, which means there is no likeness of him or there is no image of him. This clearly rejects the idea of any physical representation or idol representing the divine. Additionally, it implies that God is beyond human comprehension and cannot be confined to any particular form or image. Furthermore, the Svetasvatara Upanishad 6-9 states, Na casya, kascij, janita, na cadhipah, which means of him there are neither parents nor lord. This signifies that God is eternal and self-existent, not bound by the limitations of birth or mortality, and is therefore all-powerful. Point 2. The rejection of idolatry. The Hindu scriptures explicitly state that God is formless, and that creating idols or images of any kind goes against the true nature of the divine. Yajurveda 32-3 reiterates, Na tasya pratima asti, which reinforces the concept that God has no image or idol. Yajurveda 40-9 further clarifies, Andhatama pravishanti asambhuti mupaste, which means they enter darkness, those who worship the natural elements. Darkness here symbolizes ignorance. It is clear that the Vedas do not support idol worship or the worship of natural elements. Instead, they advocate for a deeper understanding of the true nature of God, which leads to enlightenment. Point 3. God is formless and pure. The Yajurveda 40-8 proclaims, Shuddhama povidam, which means he is bodiless and pure. This reinforces the idea that God is not limited by any physical form and is of the highest purity. Similarly, the Svetasvatara Upanishad 4.20 states, Na samdrstisthati rupam asya, na kaksusa pasadi kascananam, which means his form is not to be seen, no one sees him with the eye. This further emphasizes the limitations of human perception in comprehending the true nature of God. Point 4. Names and attributes of God. While the Hindu scriptures affirm the oneness of God, they also ascribe various names and attributes to the divine, such as Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the sustainer, and Shiva, the destroyer. However, it is important to understand that these names represent different aspects or attributes of the same singular supreme being. The concept of God having multiple forms or being composed of multiple parts contradicts the core principle of God's oneness as established in the Upanishads. The anthropomorphic depictions associated with these names do not align with the formless, imageless nature of God as described in the Vedic texts. We human beings are so privileged to have free will. Therefore, many of our Hindu brothers and sisters yet believe in idol worship and worship idols. But the choice is yours. If you want to know more about Hinduism, please follow our channel. Thank you very much.